And now, Fox 13 meteorologist Valerie Mills with your Sky Tower radar forecast.
Well, it sure is a nice start to Saturday. Quite a bit of blue sky in the mix across the area. It is nice this morning. Temperatures are going to make a run for the 80s in most cases today as we're sitting in the 70s right now. Morning temperatures much closer to seasonal normals, right at 77 for Tampa and Brandon, 75 right now in Lakeland, and upper 70s just shy of 80 degrees for some of our coastal communities as most of the state right now warming through the 70s, 80s already for Naples, West Palm, and areas down into the Keys. Winds this morning mostly coming in out of the north and northeast, right around 5 to 8 miles per hour. And what is driving our overall wind pattern today, an area of low pressure, which actually just strengthened into our next named storm of the season. Tropical storm Chantal just off the coast of the Carolinas, as we're starting to see some of those outer rain bands work their way onto some of the coastal communities there in South Carolina, parts of North Carolina as well. And we are going to start to watch these winds pick up just a bit, dealing with gusts around 20 miles per hour for parts of those areas, as we do have tropical storm warning and watches up for South and North Carolina locations. This has just reached 40-mile-per-hour winds at the start of this hour. So you see all of the convection around this area as it is very slowly moving north, only about 2 miles per hour. And so this area is going to continue to drift north today and tomorrow before taking a curve more to the northeast. This is expected at this point to move on shore Sunday morning, likely along the South Carolina coastline. Winds up to 45 miles per hour are forecasted, and then it will be downgraded to 40, 35-mile-per-hour winds come Monday as it continues to scoot along the Atlantic coast. But the deep tropical moisture is in place for us here across the Sunshine State. And so you see, as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, more scattered thunderstorms, and there is going to be the mix for tropical downpours as we are going to continue to feed some of that into our area around this area. And you see through tonight, we are watching the center of circulation get right along the coast there. It is likely to cross onto our coastal communities there in South and just along the coast there in North Carolina locations early tomorrow morning. You see by 6 a.m. our Fox weather model indicating that that center will move on shore, and they'll continue to deal with more rain and wind through Sunday and into Monday before we quickly watch that weaken down. As for us here today, tracking the potential for some showers along the coast this morning, we will have plenty of dry time through the day, a mix of sun and clouds. Past around noon, 1 o'clock, we will start to build in more scattered thunderstorms, and the potential is there today for tropical downpours, frequent lightning, and we may be dealing with some localized flooding concerns as you see across the area today through 8 o'clock. Still tracking some of these locally heavy areas of rain. Storms then winding down shortly after sunset, but through 11 o'clock, some of our northern spots, especially around Citrus and Hernando counties, may still be dealing with the rain before that pulls offshore overnight. There's the excessive rain outlook I mentioned to you. We're at a 1 out of 4, so just a marginal risk, but we have seen it the last couple of days. Grounds are already saturated as we have generally seen anywhere from 3 to 6 inches across the Tampa Bay area over the last few days and right on into our 4th of July weekend. Still the potential for anywhere from 1/4 to 1 inch of rain today, just depending on where the storms set up shop. And there could be some of those slow moving storms in place today. With more of the clouds, we're going to be talking temperatures yet again below average, topping out in the mid and upper 80s. Then moving forward, we start to clear out this tropical moisture, some drier air. You see it moving up and around that low pressure system. This drier air will start to bring us fewer showers and storms, especially at the start of next week. And through most of next week, we're talking more typical thunderstorm chances here around the area. Highs today, mid and upper 80s across the region, as winds will shift coming in onshore by the afternoon. Watch for storms if you're heading out on the water today. Light chop on the bay with winds out of the west by this afternoon around 5 to 10 knots. Moderate chop on bay and inland waters on Sunday, as we will still be dealing with numerous thunderstorms in the mix tomorrow. High tide is going to be 10:06 today with a low tide 6:20 on our Saturday evening. Lows tonight very close to seasonal. Low 70s for the Nature Coast and our inland areas, right around 76 tonight in Tampa. And there you see the 7-day forecast as we drop down the storm chances next week. Temperatures will be climbing back into the low 90s.